Second meeting all time between these teams. UCF won the first one a couple of years ago. And we are underway. Tarleton controls the opening tip. And Tarleton, you can expect to be aggressive defensively. Trademarks of a Billy Gillespie coach team. Cheam with a baseline jumper opens the scoring. Due in large part to the personnel issues, they start 3 sophomores, a freshman, and a junior in Chris Mpaka, who drives Cheam and gets the opening bucket for Tarleton to have Coach Frost back in Orlando.
Absolutely. Tremendous success. Coach Frost had his first stint with the Knights. He's going to bring a lot of electricity back to this UCF football program.
There's Mustafa Cheam.
But ideally, turn defense into offense. Great passing lane cut right there by Chris Mpaka.
Miles all the way in. Mahovsky racing back. So it's 4 bench guys and Darius Johnson right now out there for UCF.
And a mismatch inside. If you're Tarleton, Darius Johnson defending Chris Mpaka. Didn't see it.
Bristow had the shot blocked by Yotsus, but he stayed with it. They are performing offensively. Miles faces Taylor. Tough angle, but he's able to spin it home. So Dior Johnson at the point. He has seen his role steadily increase over the last several games. Johnny Dawkins says he's becoming more and more comfortable. Turned it over there. Benjamin able to take it the length of the floor. Drops it off Chum. Little jump hook doesn't go. Hall in close. His shot blocked by Bristow.
Making it hard on UCF to score. If you're Tarleton, you'll take this.
UCF, one of their last 17. That was an easy block.
The basketball. Drive it, kick it, and drive it again, kick it. Force this Tarleton State team to defend multiple dribble drive actions, because I promise you, they will break down if you do that. If he's going to settle for the outside, it gets tough.
Johnson kick to Ivy Curry.
Let's see if you're going to settle from the outside, it gets a little difficult.
Track down his own rebound. That won't go. Chim working the glass.
Get on the offensive glass, create second chance opportunities.
UCF hoping its defense can generate some offense. Miles will pull up in the lane. That's good.
More physical than the other team, so don't let that advantage go to the wayside if you're UCF, especially in a game like this.
Mpaka shovels it to Bristow. Once again, the Texans handle the pressure.
Yeah, not many of them have been live ball turnovers where UCF has been able to turn it around immediately and have an opportunity to score.
Dior Johnson drives it. Darius Johnson, a corner 3. And finally, the drought ends. UCF a chance for the lead with a bucket on this possession. Dior Johnson, step inside the 3-point line. He knocks it down.
Now playing, on a Big 12 conference team, right? Basketball is different at this level. You have to figure out a way to fit in on the team and not necessarily be the star of the team.
They have scored the last 5. Johnson, another open look. And another 3, a rainmaker that time.
I'm telling you what I know. She is elite, to say the least.
Benny Williams tracks down the Dior Johnson miss. He's also got 3 blocks.
Good defense right there by Izzy Miles.
Taylor, a wing 3, drops in. Mpaka has not been shy about trying to take the ball to the basket. He's got it again, really forcing the issue, and the Knights took it away. Taylor running the floor. Nice save on the baseline by Crass. Wide open is Mpaka. Jim and Mpaka battling down low. It's been fun to watch those two go at it.
Yeah, Chris Mpaka has held his own as best he could.
Bristow goes to the right side of the rim, able to spin it home.
If you're going to pass the ball up the sideline, Keaton Bristow, you got to throw that ball on the line. These guys are too big and fast.
Keyshawn Hall standing by himself in the corner, got a wide open look. Is in. Benjamin really putting an emphasis on driving it. Mpaka falling backward as he tried to go back up.
Well, and that's part of the development for Bristow, right? As a freshman, you realize and he'll learn. You got to be more engaged in the game. We saw him with that inbounds turnover as Jordan Ivy Curry knocks down that long-range triple. But
floors, you get another look at the 3.
Yeah, and then right here, once again, Darius Johnson strong with the ball.
In front of the Tarleton bench by Keyshawn Hall. Coleman puts his head down. Counted and a foul.
Mpaka up top. And then Debo Coleman gets into the body right there of Nick Crass to finish strong.
Tarleton 9-3 here early in the second half. Wide open, Coleman underneath. Great find by Darius Johnson.
In that half, they have not carried that play over here in the second half.
And Mpaka got Cheatham up into the air, able to spin it home.
That's been their half-court set, is to throw the ball inside.
11 points for Mpaka and a giveaway. Miles blocked by Cheatham again.
There's a lot of questions that have to be answered for Tarleton as they move through the season.
Jordan Mizell at 6'2". Crass fading away. And got the roll.
I like it right there. Nick Crass gets to a nice spot. It's just like, why? Where'd you think the action was? Where's the gap? But see right here, look how Nick Crass comes to a stop, reverse pivots out of it, does not allow the longer, taller Cheatham to continue.
Mizell seeing extended minutes for Tarleton here in the second half. Harrison. There's Miles into the lane. Up and over Benny Williams. Harrison able to tip it in, and it's back to a 10-point game.
Three-pointers at a high clip, right? Because it's just they're very adamant about getting to the bucket, you know?
Bristow there got Darius Johnson on his hip. Giveaways so far for Tarleton. Team that leads the country in turnovers. Miles will try a three. Around and out. Rebound, Harrison.
Playing harder than UCF right now, plain and simple.
Harrison with a head fake. Left-hand shot too strong. Tipped up and in by Mizell. Next up for UCF is a trip down south. We'll play in the AutoNation Orange Bowl Classic against Tulsa. 2 p.m. tip. That game on ESPNU. It is the second half of a doubleheader, so don't be surprised if it's more like 2:30 or 2:45. But scheduled for 2 o'clock. Out of the timeout. A three from Tarleton, their first made three of the game. UCF able to get a bucket. Hall missed twice.
Today, like you said, a little bit too passive for my liking.
Debo Coleman from the corner. Great setup by Ivy Curry.
He said that his dad also has his own AAU basketball program and also played in high school. He said growing up, people would always come up to him and be like, you know, your dad has such an impact on not just basketball, but sports all around our community.
Danielle, so many of these guys inspired by a parent. Not always dad, sometimes it was a mom, right?
Absolutely, it's just somebody in your community, right? Whether, like I said, whether it's your mom or your dad, or whether you just started going to the park, man, you fall in love with that game.
There's 2 in the game for Tarleton. They've come on the last 3 possessions. Benjamin baseline drive, nice finish.
And that's why he's had some of the performances offensively that he's had throughout the season, most recently that 29 points against Dallas Christian. So long, so wiry.
Well, suddenly these teams have caught fire. Probably the first time today that we've seen shots made on 4 straight possessions between the teams. Benny Williams with the jumper. Benjamin will try another 3. And hit. 3 second-half triples.
Good set from Coach Billy Gillespie.
Darius Johnson, crisp ball movement. Ivy Curry, wide open 3. Ivy Curry nearly falling out of bounds, regains his balance, and knocks down a 3. Wise decision. Hall didn't like what he saw from Williams inside. Ivy Curry gets to the mid-range. Mid-range jumper goes for Izzy Miles.
Coach Dawkins will have a lot of good tape to teach from this game, but it's better to teach in a win than in a loss.
It's finals week for UCF, so players spent a lot of time focusing on their academics.